but it's not the end-all game because it's alternating break format.
But it goes hill-hill. I'd much rather be the one breaking.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, if we didn't have turtle racks, magic racks, octagon racks, whatever they want to call them, I'm okay with not breaking hill-hill because it's harder to make balls. Oh, we use them.
And realistically, how many breaking runs have we seen on the stream table between 2 days?
Not a lot.
Well,
I don't remember seeing any.
Well, now the first 3 racks between Brandon Shuff and Rick Scarlato when we started
We're breaking runs.
this morning were breaking runs.
Nice.
They may be the only 3 we've seen.
Right. So even when you're using these turtle racks and the magic racks, you still got to check the balls. I was messing around with them the other day, and I kept getting a gap between the second ball behind the point ball and the third ball. But it's easy to correct on these racks. You just have to look at it before you just pick it up.
That's the last time I try and help someone with their fantasy draft. Comes asks advice. It's a snake draft. He has the last pick of the first round, so he has the first pick of the second round.
So he controlled the cue ball well on that, and it got bumped around the table into a good position.
Yeah.
So talking about breaking runs, though, this very possible in this rack.
I'd be very surprised if he didn't break and run this one. Because he's already broken. Now it's just a run part. Now, do you just draw over, or do you actually go 2 rails to get on the 2?
No, I draw this over.
I'd probably go 2 rails because I have a tendency to draw straight across right at the 2 ball when I try and draw across on that.
I only do that when I'm trying to set on the 7 ball. For some reason.
The 2 to the 3 transition is really the only tough shot, and it's not even that. It's not tough. He's just got to look at it, which he is, and see where he's got to be. So he should be there with no problem at all. And then he'll pop up, shoot the 4 on the side.
Yeah, I mean there's really no issue. You just got to draw back here, get in between the 4-7 window that I would think, and then from there he should be out. There's no problem ball, especially for a player of his caliber.
Yeah, even if he rolls it wrong. Actually, realistic with the 7 ball where it's at, the 4 to the 6 isn't a give me.
Well, he got underneath of it. He got way underneath of it.
He may not have liked the 4 to 6 on that, because he's with the 7 ball there, he's got to be a little higher on the 4 than what he wanted to be. Which still shouldn't have been an issue.
It shouldn't have been, but now he's given himself an issue. Do I still expect him to make the 3 ball? Yeah, I do. But he shouldn't be there.
I actually draw off this 3. I think I back cut it to the corner.
Can that 3 go on the side?
I believe it can.
Yeah, that's the way I'd be shooting it then.
Does it? Yeah.
That's tight though. I want a patch with my name on it. Shuff just moved his case over, and the top patch on his case just says Shuff in like a battle shield.
There's signs with your nickname on it all over the place.
All over the place, yeah.
Is that the photos where he's barred from?
Yes. I'm only barred from 3 places in this zip code. Oh, Zippler's nickname, DJ Zippy Zip. That's right. I forgot about that. No one reminded me. It's just how my brain works. Done.
So he may wind up just playing a stop shot and going 3 rails off the 4 to get to the 6.
I don't even think he'll do that. I think he'll roll up a little bit here, just roll up the 4, and never go past the 7. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
He can even play a stop shot here, and then stop shot, stop shot, stop shot, stop shot, stop shot. It's all stop shots from here.
Yeah, and the only reason I thought he might be looking at something.
That sounded like I was saying that a little loud.
he was shaking his head no when he was looking at the 4 ball, so I didn't know if he was comfortable rolling up, bringing the 7. Because it could have brought the 7 ball into play.
It could have. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, I gotta agree with Brandon on him trying to shoot that ball though. Yes, you could have played it safe, but when you get into this caliber of play, if you have a chance to get out, and you were one of the top 5 players in America, you get out, you shoot.
America, baby.
I don't like that shot, but it works. America.
The other thing too, like my general rule of thumb for my style of play, if I'm up, I'm going to play conservative. If I'm losing, I'm going to play more aggressive.
My style.
Very first game here, it's there's no real way to think about it. So just you gotta come out firing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because when I first start a match, I like to start very aggressive, and then from there, I like to get more aggressive. Because I'm not going to outmove most people. Pretty much anybody. I'm not going to outmove anybody. I'm not going to outsafe them. I'm not going to outthink them. Only thing I can hope to do is outshoot them.
Sorry, that's my phone creating that static. so you have a
almost
natural
right where you
roll.
are. Yeah. No, I agree. I even here you can just make it
Yeah.
and draw back.
But what you don't want to wind up having to do is come to the on the screen right now. Come to the top rail to the left, and then back down table for the 9.
No.
And not like that's a hard shot, but it's certainly going to be a lot less consistent than if you get above that 8 ball and have a natural roll to get to the 9.
Yeah, just keep it simple. The less these balls have to travel, the less they can mess you up. All right, DJ Zippy Zip is up 2-0. It will be Show Enough Shuff to break. And they both use the rack properly, unlike some of our former players.
Rick Molinaro and Mark Nanashe are now tied 2-2. And TJ Moore is now up 6-4 on Tony Long. Although it looks like Tony's got a easy out to get to 6-5.
This would have been an interesting field to do that with. Oh, this would have been very interesting. Yeah. I was asking if Rick ever does a secondary calcutta.
Oh, I forgot to change the camera angle.
Tony Long is now down 6-5 to TJ Moore, and Tony is breaking.
That was a very good break by Brandon. He had a good shot to start. The only issue here is going to be the 4, but he can play a 4-9 carom and create space when he gets to it.
I think it's a tougher shot on the 2 ball because he's got to go around the table to get a good angle on the 2 ball. He may wind up banking the 2 ball.
Really? You wouldn't just shoot the 1 into the side with a little bit of left, come out just past the 5, then shoot the 2 in the bottom left-hand corner, also with left?
The 10 ball is a factor there, and the 6 ball is a factor there if he doesn't have the right angle.
I wouldn't try and go that way. I'd shoot it into the bottom corner right here, and you just put it with the left from the angle you'd have up here, and you'd go here and just straight back up for the 3.
You see the other view once. See, I think that 10 ball is a bigger factor than what you might think.
Are you talking about after he shoots the 1?
Yeah.
Because from the angle he has now, yeah, he would run into the 10. But once he shoots the 1, I think he takes the 10 ball out of play. Yeah, he could. Oh no, he did not take the 10 ball out of play.
I'm telling you, that 10 ball is big right there.
Well, he's just going to cut it past the 10 ball now. He's going to cut it past the 10 ball with inside and come straight up table for the 3. Or he can even put left on it and come 2 rails for the 3. That 10 ball shouldn't be a factor at all. It shouldn't be. I'm not saying it isn't, but it shouldn't be a factor.
I think the right play here might be a safe.
There's not a chance I play safe here. That 2 ball goes into 2 different, really it goes into 3 different pockets. And that 3's wide open.
Yeah, but the 4's not wide open. You got the carom for the 4, sure.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that can go wrong here.
Yeah.
And he's gonna cut it past the 10 ball.
And the worst thing
I
that
think
can
he's just gonna roll behind the 3. And
the worst thing that could go wrong is you go down 3-0. You can't play safe and give up the table.
actually, yeah, I wasn't even looking at the score. He's
Yeah.
definitely down. So he's,
Yeah. And now it's perfectly fine. You can just drift up with the 3.
my only thing there from the beginning though, there was a lot of things that can go wrong with that rack. That's
Oh yeah, I mean, a half inch here, half inch there, and a different tournament champion can be named every time. That's the only part of me usually being extremely aggressive that helps out. In this, when he plays Kiram, he creates the angle, gets the distance, and now he's going to be out. Now, do you play a stop shot here?
No, draw back about 3 inches or so. Still just enough to leave an angle, but you don't want to have to back cut this ball a lot.
Even if you play a stop shot, you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to draw it out.
Yeah, but you're better off there than.
I agree. No, you're definitely better off with just that little bit of angle, and then you can just come over. You can actually play a stop shot here and just 7 inside, or just drift over a little bit.
For his stroke, I think he's going to draw back and shoot the 7 in the corner.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are correct. And it is going to be 2-1 zip with time to break. Good out. Hey, Fred's back.
There's nothing wrong with if you played the stop shot on that 5. There's nothing wrong with just floating across off the 6 and shooting the 7 on the opposite end.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is now you're trying to control your cue ball coming across your path rather than in with it, in line with it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So it looks like TJ beat Tony.
I'm not going to say that until they actually come over here and tell me.
Okay.
I would have to agree because usually Tony would come right over.
Yeah, TJ got it.
TJ looks very surprised that he won.
Tony's some tough competition.
Tony was my pick to win. At least my pick went a little bit longer than Dave's did by 1 round.
It's a pretty good break there. Cue ball came all the way back down the table, but it looks like it worked out.
Having seen Zippy play enough, there's nothing here that should give him any issues.
Yeah, he's going to stay on the same half of the table as the 1 ball.
Yeah.
And just go back and forth a little bit. But he's got to look at the transition from the 2 to the 3. Preferably, he's going to want to be on the same side of the table as the cue ball. So he's going to go all the way back and across and leave a little angle so he can draw off the rail from the 2.
See, that's where I think it becomes personal preference. I would rather have the cue ball right there. Like I would
So
want.
there's more room for having the cue ball on the bottom side of the table, opposite of what it is now. You have more room for error. Like right now, his angle, if he draws, he can draw into the 9 ball.
He's draw. He can draw that ball straight back. He can also spin it.
Okay, but if he's a inch further to the
Yeah.
top of the screen, that angle's a lot worse.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's tougher to play the exact position if you come in the bottom part of the rail. I mean, you have a lot wider of a window where you can hit. I agree with that. He shouldn't really have any type of issue here.
I think he's trying to decide if he wants to run into a ball or not.
No,
He can.
he just put right on this ball and come across.
I like coming between the 4-5 and back to the middle diamond just to the left of his knee.
If that 4 goes past the 5 inside, I just like coming.
Yeah, he's spinning. He's putting right hand English on. He's gonna stay on that end.
No, he hit it, and he still came out smelling like roses. He can see the 4. Is that 810 wired now?
No. There's a gap between there and the 10's aiming to the left point, but it's definitely a makeable combo.
Yeah.
Where the 5 ball is, I don't think I'd shoot that combo anyway.
You just drift down a little bit and
Yeah.
shoot the 8 in the corner.
Yeah. I'm gonna off this shot here. I'm trying to roll the cue ball between the 5-9 or toward the 9 more, but between the 9 and 5.
Now, if you can run into the 8 here, would you?
I don't think it's necessary. I try to avoid touching anything if I don't have to.
Because of my eyes, if balls are that close together, I want to keep them away from each other.
That's one of the problems with running into things.
Oh, I know.
Now the 10 ball gets spotted right in his way.
Yeah. He called the 10, right? Yep, it's in the way.
Hey, Frank. Okay. I wanted to see if he could hear us because he looked over, but he was just looking over just because of the shot. That's all.
Okay.
As a matter of fact. The music's both it's like a catch-22. Might get a copyright violation, but at least they don't have to worry about hearing us talk. What's the app name for the music?
Touch tune.
Touch tunes.
Now, Zippy does jump very, very well. I wouldn't be surprised he makes his ball and the cue ball. He's that good. He needed to draw that a little bit more, just pop it. He hit it actually too clean. Alright, so Brandon should be finishing this off. And it'll be 2-2 with his break, and he is now back in control of this match. This is one of my favorite TV shows, by the way.
What are you talking about? Oh, Barrett Jackson.
Yeah.
Thinking about selling my Chevelle and taking that money and going to Meekum when they come. Actually, this is Meekum that's on there, not Barrett Jackson. When Meekum comes to Harrisburg.
Yeah. When's that happening?
I don't know. Harrisburg's always a big show. I can't remember when the next one is, but anybody want to buy a Chevelle? Sorry, had a little bubble in my throat.
What
Don't know
year?
why I got squeaky.
What year is it?
65.
Thing about Josh, you can't afford it.
No, I can't. But I know people. Y'all. I know y'all.
All right, Brandon up for the 5th break of the match here.
Now, will he have a shot after the break? Yes or no?
Yes, he's going to control the cue ball. It's going to come back just to, on our screen, the right middle of the table, right past the side pockets.
See, I think he's going to have to push. I think he'll make a ball but not have a shot.
Bet a drink on it?
Nope.
Look at that. Perfect. But the 7 ball got him.
Well, I was right. He doesn't really have a shot, but he doesn't have to push. Why'd have to be so specific?
I think my call on the cue ball placement was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He's got a pretty controlled break.
Yeah, he's a very controlled player.
That,
I don't like it,
yeah,
especially with the caliber of Zip.
that's too easy of a kick shot.
Yeah, and Zippy's not even going to be trying to just make this.
He didn't have to do anything fancy for that, but he could have played that safe to where if he leaves the cue ball on the left side of the 7, it takes away the opportunity for him to actually make the ball easily.
That, and he can just hit it just a tad bit harder and have the one try and come back and freeze to the backside of the 7. That way there's no possible kick to make it. Yeah, he wasn't even looking at if he was going to make it. He was trying to figure out placement and position off of it. He kicks very, very well. I play a stop shot here. Yeah.
He's going from the 3 to the 5, Josh.
Miles to the gallon.
Holy crap.
If I drove it conservatively, I'd get like 4.5 or 5.
Man, I thought the 7 I used to get in my van was bad.
Well, like you said, it had 39.5 by 40-inch Mickey Thompsons on it, and I could take it to Capitol and run low 14, high 13 second quarter mile.
I was close. Brandon has to push on this brake.
So where do you push to here? I think I pushed to the rail, right between the diamond and the side pocket, just intentionally set up for the jump shot. So he's going to try and tie him up,
Yeah,
and make him have to work.
which I'm not really a huge fan of that. Tom's an experienced player. If he doesn't have the out, he will wait you out. He's a very good one-pocket player. He has no problem playing safes for an hour. What type of mileage did your old CTS get?
Depending on what I was doing. That's a good shot right there.
Very good. Save.
When you're going 150 miles around turns on Route 10.
So I can slide this up. I'm getting tired of leaning over.
Not that you ever did that, but
I think my typical mileage, just for like regular driving, but driving aggressively though. Wow, 428 Cobra Jet. That might be whatever the Ford engine was. That was what the guy that I bought the truck from. He switched the engine, and it was out of a '72 Thunderbird. So it might have been a 428, 429, whatever it was. I don't know. But anyhow, my Cadillac, I'd get like. If I was on the highway, I'd get like 21 or 22 miles a gallon driving normal. But normally I got around 12 miles a gallon.
yeah, because you'd never drive normal.
I miss that car.
I miss that car, and I never even rode in it.
You were never in that?
Mm-mm. I refuse to get in a car if you're driving.
Yeah, we when we went up to New Jersey the other day, Randy drove going up, and I think it was like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that.
And you got there in an hour and a half?
I drove coming home.
Oh.
We got home in 2 hours, and we stopped at Taco Bell too.
Well, that's why. Y'all had a poop.
No, they slept.
Dave, who bought Tom? Our number one fan and listener, Dawn, is asking.
Cap and Dave.
What was he, like 200?
5.
So
500!
the two ball's not wired, but if you can hit the right side of the one ball on our screen, the two ball will go.
Yeah, you can throw it in.
Because there's more room there than I think you think. Yeah. No.
Actually, it might be wired.
No. Throws it off.
But when you play safe.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. I would not be surprised if Tom kicks it to this and is able to leave the cue ball between the 4 and the 7.
That's going to be tough because the one's got a long way to go to get to a rail.
Yeah, and the angle. But
I think I kick for the bottom side of the one ball on our screen and try to take the cue ball down behind the 8-9. But then that also causes a lot of problems when they aim for the edge of a ball. Looks like he just went straight at it.
Did he call anything at least?
I don't think so.
Rookie mistake. That's all right. The more he plays, the more he'll learn. He just started. Hey, y'all do know that cars were made after 70, right? You got 66, 69, 65. I mean,
My Chevelle now actually gets good gas mileage.
I have a 09 Ranger.
I had a 95 Ford Ranger.
They're dependable. I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he may wind up shooting a 3 ball on the side. 'Cause if he can get past the 10 ball, he's going to kick this.
If he's kicking at this, oh, this is one of my favorite shots. You kick this ball with the low right. It goes straight across, grabs, and then comes down. That's not one of my favorite shots to do if I'm, deep in a tournament like this.
He actually could just straight draw this off the rail and come back toward the 6 ball.
That's way too complicated for me.
No, it's just a regular kick shot off the rail, but you just draw. Kick it like you normally do. Aim it a little bit wider than what you normally would. And just play draw.
Yeah, I don't like it. I hit this kick with low right. That way, after it comes off the two, it goes to the side rail, and then it spins up table.
Hey, might not be a bad idea to call the 10 ball. Kick it, not kick it to make it. Kick the 2 to go to the left point.
Mm-hmm. And the cue ball goes.
Carry him off the 2 to 10.
Oh, that's not a bad shot at all. No, he's just going to play safe. He didn't get there, but I do like the shot.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely options there because the 5 ball's tied up.
But that 5 ball being tied up isn't really that big of a deal.
No, but I'm just saying with you know, it's more critical to leave him a shot on the 2 ball if everything goes.
Oh yeah. I mean, he still has some work he has to do.
That 5 ball is not an easy ball to get to.
That, and I mean, in this situation, the 2 ball's not even a gimme.
I've played this 2 ball with left hand English and try to float out, come back across the table, and then I want to actually play the combo, the 3-9-5 combo.
Well, now he's going to play the carom.
Yeah.
And he's about to get a zippy roll, because this is what he does. He's going to hit this hard and come out smelling like roses, because that's what he does.
Yeah, you don't hit this ball hard. The 3 ball rolls right up.
Well,
You shoot the 3 in the corner.
You're
next.
not supposed to.
Or it goes in the side.
Does he have to?
No, you can see the 4.
All right, fine then. Guess what? That's a zippy roll.
I don't know if you can see the left edge of it. Can you tell?
He can cut that ball
Can you
either
see
way. He's fine.
You're gonna wind up shooting the 6 in the left or the bottom left corner on our screen.
With the angle that he has now, with how he shoots, I wouldn't be surprised if he shoots that 6 ball on the side. He's going to come 2 rails and come in between the 8 and the 6.
See, I think the cue ball is coming more toward the side rail.
He hit that ball a little hard. Apparently he just didn't want to move. He's lazy. What is that smell?
I can't smell anything.
Wings, maybe? Smells like buffalo.
I can't tell.
Not the city.
My sinuses are all messed up. So, I think he's got to back cut this and just float the cue ball up table and take the long shot on 7. What do you think, Josh?
I don't like back cutting this ball. I'd shoot it in the bottom left corner of the screen and just take the long shot on the 7, or play it safe. I hit that ball. Almost perfect.
That was a hell of a shot right there. He left a 6, but that was a hell of a try to get there.
He only left the corner of the 6, so Brandon's got to come with a huge shot here.
Just edge the 6, let it slide over behind the 8, and try to get the cue ball to go between the 7 and the side. He might not have the angle.
Yeah, I don't think he has the angle.
Yeah, he does. He's putting right-hand English on this.
Yeah, he's going to try and come 2 rails back up table. Or just make it on the side. He was in a horrible position right there. There's not really much he could do. There's nothing. There's no balls for him to hide behind. From where he was going, he had to hit the ball hard enough that the 6 wouldn't have anything to hide behind. I mean, that was a good save played by Tom.
I just want to know where the hell Randy is because I want to start drinking.
I thought I saw him.
I don't think you have to wait for him.
Josh, you're not drinking anymore, are you?
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Didn't you tell me last night you weren't drinking?
I wasn't drinking last night.
All right, first round's on you.
Okay.
I was waiting for him to say, no, I'm not drinking.
Can we get 2 waters?
tap, please?
Yeah, that bottle's like $3 a piece.
They're only $1.50.
Yeah, but not when you have 2 a piece. I'm ordering doubles.
You're good at math.
All right, DJ Zippy Zip is taking the 4-2 lead.
Brandon to break.
Who's Jimbo playing down there on table 10?
He's not playing a match. It's
Okay.
just-
Okay.
He actually has the loser of this match.
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think it is either. Now that I said it.
No, just make shit up, man.
Jimbo has the winner of Molinaro and Nanashe.
That makes sense. And then TJ Moore.
TJ Moore plays the
loser
loser
of
of this
this.
match.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the match to get into the hot seat, right?
Yes. The winner of this plays Scott Haas in the hot seat match.
Now, I'm not willing to do scotches because I'm not doing $15 a drink.
I'm not really in the mood to drink scotch right now anyway.
All right, good. I like a cheap date.
Well,
Actually, at this point in time, I like any date. So, if you're out there,
how about August 30th? Is that a good date?
that's today, right?
Yes.
Then yeah, it's been so good so far. My back hurts. That's about it. It has nothing to do with the date. It has everything to do with the fact that I've been sitting in these chairs
For 2 days, yeah.
and I have to lean over and
That's why I'm sitting like this holding the mic.
yeah, I don't want to hold anything. It's either be lazy and hurt my back, or don't be lazy and
Still hurt your back.
Yeah.
At least if your back's anything like mine.
Well,
my back's horrible. I had to take a lot of medicine last night to make it feel better. I didn't drink at
So
all.
this should be a slow roll combination. If he hits it, the cue ball's floating down table after he hits it a little. Actually, he may hit this a little bit more firm. It's hard to tell from the angle if the cue ball is going to set up for the side or if it's going to hit the 8 and go too far for the corner. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, but you can put that cue ball right behind it, right on 210 from here.
Yeah.
Do you bank it or do you play safe? Down 4-2.
There's not.
I play
It's
safe.
not. It's not a
regardless
great
of
shot on
score
the
here,
2.
but
Playing now, I know I said if you're down, you got to play aggressive, but you still got to play smart.
I bank this ball. I go 2 rails right into the 2 and the 10.
Now,
Yep.
you got to play safe here. There's multiple options. You can push the 1 to the 210 and bring the cue ball back down by the 6-5. You can pick whichever ball you're comfortable getting to.
But what's the point of playing safe even if you do end up getting back, you still don't have a hole for the 2?
Okay, so if you push when you push the cue ball here, you either push it a little bit firm and try to run into one of them.
I like it.
Wow, but I still don't think he has a shot on the 2.
No, he does not have a hole.
He can make the 2. He can spin this with right and still make it, but it's a hard shot.
He can't see it.
No, I just leaned over. I'm looking straight behind it.
So are we. All right, ready? If he makes this 2 in the corner, I'll get the first round. If he doesn't, you get the first round.
No, I think it's an extremely low percentage shot. But that's why I choose to play the safe off the 1.
All right, I'll make it better. If he hits the 2 and it doesn't hit the 9, I will buy the first round. If it does hit the 9, you have to.
No, because I don't think he's going to shoot at it.
Because he can't.
Jump up, walk behind me and see if he moves.
I'm not jumping.
He's getting ready to shoot anyway. He's playing it safe. He's trying to get behind the 6 ball. Oh no, he's okay. Actually, that's better than what I was thinking.
Yeah, he hit the 9. That's a good shot. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good shot, but the play would have been to play the safe off the 1. That 2 ball is way too tough to get on.
If he would have hit it harder, he was actually going to the right angle to get on it. Zippy kicks well, but this ball's hard to hit. So how do you feel about hitting the 4 softly to try and lock the 2 and 10 up? It's a
No,
very,
that's-
very low.
That's too dangerous of a shot because if you hit it the wrong way, you might set up the natural combo for the 10
That is
or
true.
carom for the 10.
That's true. I just, from this angle, there's not a lot to do.
If anything, you push the 4 to the 10 ball.
Or the 6 to the 5.
No, you don't push the 6 to the 5 because that's too easy of a safe to play. He's got to if he gives up ball in hand now and he not that Tom can't kick well or anything,
But
you
he's
got,
gonna
you got
freeze
three,
him to the
3
9.
balls to play safes on right there.
You're right.
Rick Molinaro has defeated Mark Nanashe. Mark Nanashe finishes tied 7th, 8th.
That was a nice kick shot right there.
He hit that ball?
Yes, he did.
Good for him.
But he left the two ball does go, and
That's the best thing he could hope for, though. I mean,
yeah.
that was a really good shot by Brandon and a good kick by Tom.
I think he's got to try and draw off the 10 ball here to get shape on the 4.
See, I'm different. I like going forward. I don't like stopping. And the 4 doesn't really have a pocket. I guess you can bank it around the 9.
Yeah,
Right?
he was trying to draw just a little bit off the top edge of that 10 ball just to get above the 4. That was it, and he ran straight into it. That's why the cue ball didn't go anywhere.
I think in between matches, I'm gonna clean the table. You can see
What was,
you can see the streaks.
Yeah. That had the Newton's cradle effect. Ah, I gotcha.
No, I only know what that is from Big Bang Theory. Because I heard it and I looked it up once, but I can't remember what it is.
It's the little desktop thing with the balls where you got like 6 balls and the one ball falls
Oh,
on the edge and knocks the
yeah.
other one off. So the cue ball, the effect that the cue ball had, it stopped dead and the 10 ball took all the energy.
You're correct. All right. I've learned a lot from that show, but I don't remember it all. I don't remember any of it, really. Except for Sheldon's wife with actually a
So,
PhD in neuroscience.
What's the play here? If the 4 ball goes past a 9,
I like...
you have to play this shot. 4 and a side, I think you have to play it.
And it does go by.
Yeah.
Now, if it didn't go by, I like cutting the 4 as a safe. Kind of like this, and trying to put it on the first diamond right here, and trying to drift up and come in between under the 5, and try and play safe.
It's gonna be hard to hold.
It's going to be very
to
hard
hold the 4 without it going too close to the side pocket. I'm sorry, without it going too close to the corner pocket.
I agree. He can actually cut this ball.
If you're gonna play that safe, or a safe similar to that, you just make sure you leave the 4 ball middle of the table and 2 rail the cue ball down by the 6.
As well as he banks. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good shot.
You have to play that shot, especially when you're down.
Yeah. You're down and you're the favorite. Good shot.
That 4 ball may be the shot of the match. Nothing that particularly great. It was definitely a good shot, but that could change the whole match.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he had to come with it. He came with it, and he was able to make it 4-3. I'll take it.
I forgot it was wireless mouse. Okay.
Why is this thing not? 4-3. Tom just wants to make the ball control the break.
He's a little bit more of a power breaker.
He looks it, but he does control it.
That was a pretty solid break.
Did he make anything?
No, he didn't. 7-ball might get there, but it doesn't.
Does one go by the 9?
No.
Perfect.
It might. We'll see how quick he gets down on this, but I don't think it does. So do you play the 1-7 carom here, or do you?
I know you cut the 1 into the 7. I've seen you do it.
I don't know if I do though. He is. The problem with that shot
is scratching in the side.
Okay, the scratch in the side's unfortunate, but that's not the problem with that shot, even though he did. The problem with that shot is it's easy for the one ball to get tied up behind it, which is why he hit it so hard.
And you don't have a lot of control about where it's going.
If you carom and you let the cue ball go down there, you can play it with spin so that it's going to move around a little bit more. I think the carom that's a hard one either way.
I honestly think if you were up there shooting it, you would have shot that shot as well.
Not if I had to let the cue ball go.
Well, you shot that shot, almost that exact shot, out in Vegas when you guys were going from 3rd, 4th to try and get to the finals. You cut to the 9 ball hung in the pocket, and you went to go cut the 1 ball, and it was a little bit thinner cut than that, and you ended up hitting it, but not making it. And then the guy had the 1-9 combo. Do you remember that?
I have no idea, dude. Did I go to Vegas?
Not to my knowledge, ever, if anybody's asking.
This will actually be the first year in probably, 7 years that I didn't? At least.
Yeah, it's been a while. I didn't go last year.
I remember one year your dumbass was talking about driving out there.
And I still would have. I'll drive out there tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. I got softball. Just started back up, so I have too much fun coaching that. I don't care enough about pool. Now, before I was coaching softball, yeah, I would go out and drive.
So I'm not sure why he's looking at this so hard. Why doesn't he just play this a little bit of low and a decent bit of right, and hit it firm and come back and play the 4 on the side?
Because if he didn't have to, he doesn't want to. But he has no problem doing that, except for
but that's it.
I mean, it's an easy shot. I don't understand why he doesn't do it. But
and it puts you going on the right angle to get on the 5 ball.
As long as you don't hit that too hard.
This is the 3rd time he's looked at it to see if it goes past the 6, though.
Well, he's a very methodical player. Some people call that slow, but it's very annoying when you're playing him. But it's not really.
No, that's not what I mean. What I'm saying by that though is, if you have to look at it that much,
did it go by the 6?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's looked at it 3 times to see if it went past the 6. The 4 goes in the corner and in the side to the top left of the table.
Then he's fine.
Great song, by the way.
Yes. Not the song I thought it was.
It's Metallica, the 4 Horsemen.
All right, maybe the headphones are messing with me. And with no issues really left in this rack.
He got a lot straighter than he wanted to, though.
You can just follow this ball up. You can follow this up almost to the pocket and then just shoot the 8 on the side.
which is what he's looking at now. But he had no intention of doing that. He wanted to shoot the 8 ball in the corner.
Oh yeah, because I mean that's the correct way to do it. But whoever made pool designed it with 6 pockets, so use them all. I like it. Now you can just shoot this ball. I like to shoot it with just straight top.
He'll probably put a little bit of right on this.
And it's not wrong. But yeah, just make sure you can come out in the middle of the
He
table.
should put a little bit of right on it.
Now you don't want to be short here though. If
Right.
anything, you want to be more towards the center of the table than towards the rail. Yeah, that's going to work out fine. I honestly would have preferred being out even more towards the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Because I like going into the rail on the side rails instead of having to either draw out or go forward. He has no problem with either of them, so he should be fine. So
Definitely putting the pressure on Brandon here.
yep, Tom goes up 5-3, and it's going to be Brandon's break. And Brandon really needs a good break here. He needs to be able to make a ball and see a shot. Because if he allows Tom to have control of this rack, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. We need to.
Oh yeah, you get the score.
I'm going to step away for 3 shakes and a shimmy.
Which shot make Josh get us? Which shot make Josh get us?
I don't know.
So pretty respectable cue ball control in that one. Left him with a tough shot on the 1. He banks well enough. He should be banking this right in. A little bit of hold on the cue ball, play the combo. He may actually be looking to run into this off the bank the way he's walked around a couple times. This ball with a little, just a touch it inside and cut it and just roll the cue ball 1 rail, 2 rails, and then come back out a little bit for the 4. I'm okay with the back cut on the 4 because the 6 goes anywhere you need it to. The other option is to try to draw off of this and then shoot the 4 on the side. And I think you have to hit it a little bit too hard to draw off of it to control the cue ball precisely. What are you playing here, Josh?
cut the 2 ball.
What do you do with the cue?
I just put center ball on it, maybe a little bit of left to make sure I stay out of that side pocket, and I hit it hard enough to make sure I don't get behind the 6 because I want to go 3 rails.
You want to go 3? Okay.
I want to go
so
3.
I'm shooting this the same way, but 2 rails. I'm coming off the 2nd rail, and I'm okay with the back cut on the 4.
But I just don't want to hit it too soft to where I get behind the 6. So I go 3 rails there. Because it's easier for me to control a ball when I hit it harder. I have less control of the cue ball when I try and hold it and hit it softer.
Right.
So you hit balls soft a lot better than I can ever. So you going 2 rails, you're going to have control. But me hitting it harder, I have better control. You know the person who can shoot that shot and basically put a dime down and land on that dime is Wilkie. I've seen him play straight pool before, and he'll count. It's like, all right, I need this ball, and I'm gonna go 5 rails across, and I need to be right here, and he'll hit that spot.
This is an important game for him.
Yes.
So you had stepped away. He banked his break. It was a good break, but he was left with the 2-9 lined up on the side, and the 1 ball was middle diamond. He got a little sloppy there.
He's still good.
Yeah, he definitely got a little sloppy, but anyhow, so he had to bank the 1 ball, and he rolled into the 2-9. So it wasn't a gimme for the out. But that'll make the first break and run of the set.
Yeah. And Zippler is going to come up. He's up 5-4 with the break. Oh, I see. Okay.
Leave that one like 10 seconds behind. That way we don't have to worry. We have an instant replay.
Oh, true story. Good thinking.
So, little end user advice: if you have more than 1 monitor available, put the feed on both monitors. And like what I've got a YouTube on a different laptop, and on purpose I have it about 10 or 15 seconds behind what we're actually watching live, so that all I got to do is turn left, and I got the instant replay right there. So this is where the matches get interesting. So Brandon just broke a run on his break. Now Zippler to get to the hill, it's his break. This is a big match for Zippler.
Yeah, big break. Yeah.
Or big game.
Big game, yeah. And he makes the ball. He will have shape.
But he's definitely got a little
He's got work to do.
work to do.
Yeah. The 3 and the 9, I'm not really a huge fan of it. Because he doesn't really have a ball that he can go into to try and create anything. I mean, he can.
And the 1, he may play it safe here. 'Cause the 1 definitely goes in the side, but it doesn't get you in a good spot to try to move the 3 ball.
The only thing I think he can try and do is he shoots the 1 in the side, draws into the rail, and gives himself an angle where he can draw out on the 2 to try and come up.
He's going to draw into the 6 ball. Okay. I didn't know he had that much.
Yeah.
That much room. I thought he kind of had to hit the 6.
That makes it look like there's more room between the 3, the 9, and the rail.
There's definitely not enough room for the 3 ball to go though.
No. But what he can do is right where he was trying to point the cue. If he can get it to about, I would have liked it a little bit further. He can bank the 3 out of there and it'll hit off the 9 and just leave the cue ball there and use the 9 as a blocker. Hey,
You
you know,
roll the what I do here is I roll the 3 ball into the 9 with a little bit of right, and just let the cue ball float over on the other side of the table behind the 10. Same idea, but he's using it different ball.
did he give him the window? No. I mean, he can get to it.
See,
but
my biggest problem with this shot, this is too easy of a kick safe. If he put the cue ball on the other rail, left the 3 right behind the 9,
yeah.
he's got a long rail shot to kick safe.
This one is just a short rail, and you can, as long as the 3 hits into the rail and he doesn't hit the backside of the 3.
He's playing the 2 rail shot,
Yeah.
and he's going to try to get the cue ball to come toward the side pocket on the top of the screen.
See, I don't like that. It's too much of a. You have too much degree of error that you can have. I like going straight at this ball.
Well, you can. There's different ways you can shoot this one too. You could also, probably the strongest safe that you can put is to actually shoot this as a 1 rail shot and push the 3 up table and try to get the cue ball to float to the 7 ball.
Yeah. He hit that ball good though. I mean, Tom's going to be able to hit this ball, but what's he going to be able to do with it?
I don't think the 9's lined up.
It's not.
No, okay. Actually, it may go off the 5.
Nah. It's gonna.
If he hits the bottom edge of the 3, it's going to throw the 9.
It's going to throw it, but
I don't think it's going to throw it enough for it to go off the 5.
and I think he just wants to skim the 3, because the 9's going to stop it. There you go.
Yeah, the 9 hit him. I'm telling you, that 9 had a chance if he hit it. if we're just fucking around,
Oh yeah.
I'm swinging at that 9 ball.
But up 5-4 to get to the hot
Yeah,
seat
yeah.
match. Now I might have gone for it, but I might be the only person dumb enough that should have.
But just for the record, you guys didn't think it was hitting the 9.
I did not actually. Doesn't mean I wouldn't have tried it. I've done a lot of things I didn't think were going to happen.
So what's your safe play here?
Just thin the 3 and come back behind the 10.
I like pushing the 3 behind the 4-5 and putting a little right on it and bring the cue ball
Behind the 7.
behind the 7. Yeah, you get 4 balls
And
of
that-
separation.
That's a better safe, but I don't play safes well.
And the other thing it does too, it puts the 3 ball in the middle of the table, which makes it harder to kick at as well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm going with what I would do, because in this situation, I don't trust myself playing any type of hard safe or anything that requires any thought. So I just want to thin this and come back behind the 10.
If you thin it too much, or if you hit the 3 ball a little too much on that shot though, you leave the opportunity for either a kick or a jump to make the 3 in the side.
That's correct.
So it looks like he's going to bring the 3 ball between the balls and opt for the distance. Wow, that's a good shot.
That's a really good shot.
Yeah, that's a really good shot right there.
I still expect Tom to hit this ball. I think he needs to hit a little bit higher than that.
Well, he's calling a corner because he's got an opportunity to carry him too. So he's probably just going to go for the hit here.
Yeah. I think he needs to hit closer to the side pocket, though. He was pointing down to the diamond.
No, it's.
I think in order for him to hit this ball,
I think he's got to be by the just above the first diamond by the side.
yeah, the half diamond mark. I mean, he's there you go. Oh, and that should be all she wrote for this game.
Yeah. Good kick shot, but I mean, there's
Right.
nothing.
There's really nothing you can do there.
Yeah. He could shoot that same. He could shoot that ball 5 times in a row and not get any closer to making it.
No. And also not leaving them any worse off. I mean, it was just a really good save by Brandon. It was like a couple games ago when Tom made a really good save and Brandon couldn't do anything about it. That is not what he wanted.
No, that was a curious
He,
decision.
he actually accidentally hit off the 5.
Even if I guess he was trying to set up for the side.
No, I think he was trying to set up to shoot the 5 in the corner.
I'll tell you what. I might be looking at that 5-10 combo right now and trying to freeze on the back of the 9.
Slide over to the 9, yeah. I'm not looking at the 5-10 combo though. Well, he's just gonna cut it in. He's like, I'm Shuff. I'm not gonna lie, I did expect him to make that though. And that 5 goes by, I think. Alright, Tom is taking a little bathroom break, and while he does this, I don't hate the carom.
No, it's not a bad play at all.
No, because you're gonna.
The only problem with the carom is it brings the scratch into play.
I think the angle from where
Take it overhead. Okay.
I think the angle for the carom, there's no scratch.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. And if you miss the carom, you're gonna miss it on the top side of the 10, and you have a chance of getting behind the 7 for a save.
Yeah.
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 And if you do make it, you're up 6-4. And either way, this is a borrowed time anyway. There's no reason that Shuff shouldn't have been out that set rack. So
Yeah.
you're happy with any opportunity you get right now. I don't like the cut in the side and trying to come 2 rails for the 6 because I think that brings in the scratch. I don't like cutting the 5 past the 10 because I don't know if it goes. I think the best option is the carom. No, I mean he's gonna. You could also play a safe.
Yeah, just lay it behind the 10 ball.
Put the 5 ball behind the 10 and try and go 2 rails with the cue ball behind the 6. I mean, it could end up being 3 rails behind the 6, but personally, if it's me, I'm going for the carom here.
I think
It looks like he's jumping with the air cue.
So I think he needs a cue.
I'm
But
pretty sure what happened is he just went into the bathroom and looked at the cell phone to try to figure out what we would do, and he just wants to. He wants our advice.
Well,
seems believable to me.
I actually believe that. I mean, that's why I said while he walked away, I was like, all right, I'm going to give him 10 seconds for the delay to catch up. All right, this is what I would do. And he's like, you know what? Josh is a hell of a player. I'm going to do that. Now, if he misses it, I'm just going to tell him he shot it wrong.
If the 5 ball goes, he shoots the 5. If it doesn't go, I think he plays safe. I don't think he's going to go for the carom. Unless he's cutting in the side and going between the 10-7.
And that's just tough because it does bring in the scratch. If you miss the 5, you scratch. If you make the 5, you don't scratch.
Does the 10 block the scratch?
No. Not if you miss the 5. If you make the 5,
What about?
He just called the corner. Did he call the 5 ball or the 10?
I didn't see him call it.
if he called the corner, then he's calling the 10.
He called the 10.
Oh, it came out. It's got enough that Brandon can actually see the 5, make it, and get on the 6.
Did it come out that far?
Yes, it did. Absolutely.
Yeah, it did.
Damn it. I mean, I like Shuff and I like when he wins, but I just picked Zippler, and I like to be right, especially when I pick a huge upset. Is there really such thing as a huge upset in the final 4 of the winner side of a tournament? Well,
Some tournaments, yes.
yeah, especially when you're talking about a Mosconi Cup player. Alright, It's going to be tough to get on that 7. That 10's blocking that pocket. My cohorts did not find that amusing, apparently.
And that side pocket looked big coming in there.
Yeah, it did.
I don't like that. If I have a chance to play a combo, I want to play the combo. I don't want to play the carom.
I think he was just concerned about getting stuck behind that 9 ball.
What is he doing?
He's playing a combo.
That's interesting.
5-5.
5-5 with Brandon breaking. And he has all the momentum right now. He needs a good break to keep it. Because there's only going to be one more.
Yeah, that's a tough rack for Tom on that one.
Yeah.
Anytime you lose on your own break, it means a little bit more.
It does, especially late in the set. Early in the set, you can overcome it. Late in the set, it becomes a lot harder. Now, that being said, Brandon needs to win his break. If I'm Brandon, I don't want Tom being able to break on the hill. That is extremely unfortunate. He got kicked in. The cue ball got kicked twice.
And 4 balls went in.
And 5 balls went in. The cue ball.
Oh, yeah.
That's... And everything's kind of just there. I follow up the 2, play the 5 on the side, 7 in the corner, 9 in the corner, 10 in the corner. I'm really narrowing it down because there's 4 corners.
Not even anything to talk about on this one.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You get this far in the tournament, the either should be with your eyes closed. That being said, where is he going to play safe?
He definitely got a little shorter than he wanted to.
Yeah, but he's going to be fine.
If it was that much angle, I think I might have played off the 10.
You could just bump it towards the rail some.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way you have an easier shot on the 9, and with the angle you would have, the 10 ball would be easier to get to also. I understand some people don't like running into balls, but I think that's the right shot. Is to
Well, despite the early rail on that one, I think yesterday you were talking about how Rick's probably the best shot maker. He's not far behind him.
No, not at all. Tom's a very... But here's the thing that Tom has that I like over Rick, his position play.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a lot more controlled stroke, too.
Yes.
Zippler on the hill and breaking.
DJ Zippy Zip with the break for the win.
Chicka chicka what?
All right, how many people in the chat right now think actually Zippy will close it out here, or do you think it will go hill?
Can I answer after he breaks?
Did
Yes.
you hear something? Thought I heard somebody say something. I wasn't sure.
No, not at all.
You know what's weird? My arm right here is sore from leaning.
That's how out of shape we are. We hurt ourselves commentating. My back is so bad I can't do anything for a
injury.
week. Yeah, pull. I love how active you guys are in the chat. It's awesome. Makes a ball on the break. Has a shot. I think this might be all.
Yeah.
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 This might be the second breaker run for the and one for the win.
Yeah. And it'll be a huge win. And with that, Zippy would become the new favorite of the tournament. I mean, even Brandon on the loser side is still the favorite of the
Hey, let
tournament.
me ask you this:
Yes.
Are you going to play a stop shot and then play 2 rails to get to the 4 in the side, or are you going to play the 4 in the corner?
I am playing a stop shot here. Then I am playing 3 rails to play the 4 on the side.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if I don't hit it hard enough, I still have the 4 in the corner. If I do hit it too hard, I still have the 4 on the side. So, with my position play,
Can he see it?
yeah, he can still come off the rail.
He can see it straight.
Yeah, he's still fine.
Yeah.
With my position play, I like to leave myself as big of a room for error as possible. And this might actually be better for him. Never mind. Oh, I played safe.
Wow.
Played a huge safe.
Man, I tell you what, I absolutely hate to see that.
Oh, he can't see the 2.
No, I don't think he can.
Man.
Yeah, Shuffle's just shaking his head.
I think you got to kick this 3 rails and play the 5 in the corner.
Did you hear what he just said?
What is that?
It's really hard to hang a ball up, especially in pockets like these.
Yeah, I like wrapping around that 9 ball. I think
I agree.
You shoot right to the pocket, or I mean, pretty much about first diamond over there, and go 3 rails in behind it.
Say that again, Josh.
Do you shoot basically first diamond here and try and come here, and behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the 5 goes, but I think that's the only thing you can call. Well, that was fun.
There it is.
Wow, what a shot.
It was wired, but yes, what a shot! Good shot.
Eric, were you watching the stream at all yesterday? Me and Josh were actually having that conversation. And
Yeah.
I mean, there's some legitimate arguments as to why S did not. But yeah, that's definitely getting robbed of a shot.
Yeah, I personally will never happily enter a called shot called safe tournament, nor will I ever match up with someone unless I still think I'm robbing them playing called shot called safe. It's just, I play a lot of two-way shots. Sometimes by accident, sometimes by not. But I play a lot of two-way shots.
Oh, that's tough. He's gonna be jacked up shooting this.
Wow. So.
Eric, did you play here yesterday?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Not for very long, but yes, he was here. No, I'm just joking. I don't even know what round you got knocked out. Yeah, he called the 5.
Nice shot. That was a really nice shot.
I think he's gotten a little too good on here. He's going to relax. Would you
I'm gonna follow this. I'm gonna leave myself on the rail and just make sure I'm on the.
on the rail?
Yeah, because I'm just gonna float up. I don't get me wrong. I don't want to be on the rail, but it's. I'm not as comfortable hitting that ball long. I'm gonna stay by that middle diamond on the top of the screen and
I
take the
agree.
natural cut.
I agree. I'd have been too afraid that I'd have left that down on the.
A little too low.
Yeah, too low.
Now, I wouldn't have played it like him, but I would have came down more. I like these back cut angles because
No, that's what I'm saying. The back cut gives you a natural angle. So if you just roll it forward a little bit, and you don't worry about being on the rail, you still have a natural way to get to the 10.
now the only problem with these are, yeah, you're extending your angle when you're going towards the 10, but you can overrun this very easily.
Oh yeah, this is definitely more back cut than what he wanted. I actually might play this with a little bit of inside just to ensure that I stay above it.
I mean, not necessarily not necessarily the shot I want right now when my opponent's on the hill, but I mean, it's definitely one that I expect to make. All right, it's going to be hill.
Good out, yeah. Wow.
Hill with Shuff breaking.
If nothing, that makes for a dramatic game to watch.
Yeah. I mean, what is this, the second hill today?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second in a row, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody watching the stream. Everybody that's enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Click that little thumbs up button. Each time you click it, it makes it a little bit easier for other people to find the streams. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Instagram, whatever social media sites you guys use. Make sure people know that On the Hill is going to be doing a lot more streaming, and subscribe to the channel so you get notifications. That's the wrong button you just pushed there, whoever gave it a thumbs down.
They fixed it.
Don't think we don't pay attention. All right, smartass.
It wasn't me.
He changed it, and then he changed it back.
We will find you.
We have
Oh, it was Dave Hennessy.
we We have a very special set of skills.
Yeah.
Whoever gave that thumbs down button.
It's called
We-
analytics.
We will find you. We will hunt you down, and we will kill you.
And make you listen to Bieber for 13 straight hours, and Baby Shark. And old Bieber, not new Bieber. What up, Mr. Hennessy?
All right, does a 3-ball bump his cue ball, or does a 3-ball get past it?
Passed it.
I believe so.
Ooh,
Good break.
he almost got in trouble, though.
Yes.
Did you see this? There are little arms that you can put on your chicken.
Somebody send that to Kevin West.
Is he on Facebook?
I think so.
So do you try to come between these balls, just off of side to side, or do you go to the bottom rail? and
I
go around?
actually go to bottom rail.
I go to the bottom
Yeah,
row.
me
Yeah.
too.
I go 2 rails back to the middle of the table. I'm not going to risk running into a ball, overhitting the ball, scratching. I'm staying away from pockets.
It puts you in line. It gives you a lot more room for error.
Yeah, that's going to be perfect. Now here, yeah, I draw it back to the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only hope that Zippler has here is when Shuff shoots the 4, if he happens to play and not even get the wrong angle, because even if he gets the wrong angle, he'll just go to the round table. He needs to get almost dead straight, but pointed to the wrong side of the pocket. That's the only chance Zippler would have in this
Yeah,
situation.
he had that right. He's going to float down a couple inches.
Yeah, but if he decides to float down a couple inches and say the ball skipped,